Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Genesty 13. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different than the ones that you're probably used to. Most of the time, I'm opening Pokemon cards or I'm playing Pokemon Go. In this episode, I have 5 cards that I'm going to be sending to get graded. I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to show you the moment that I pulled them. Hopefully that's entertaining enough for you, but also why I'm going to be sending them, what I think the grade is going to be for all 5 of the cards, and where I'm going to be sending them. And that might surprise some of you. So, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the first card of all the cards I want to send. This is my secret rare Frostmoth from Rebel Clash, clearly, as you can see. When I got this card, I just washed my hands, just so you guys know, so I'm going to take this out gingerly. Alright, so when I got this card, I was not happy about the condition it was in. It was the card that I wanted the most from Rebel Clash. Galarian Corsola. Reverse Holo Time Pull. As you can see, it's a little bit, it looks like it's in good shape, and then you look at the edges, and you can definitely tell the edges here, the centering is just off. From here to here, it's more gold here than here. And it's just wicked fat around here. And then from the bottom, it's smaller than the top. So we know that the centering is off on the Frostmoth. So we'll turn it around and take a look at the centering here, and it's just as bad. You can see the centering is just really bad there too. There's just more blue on the bottom than the right, and there's more blue, especially over here. You can really tell right here. Fatter here than here. You know what I mean? Corners. You can usually tell if the corners, because those are the 4 phases. It's surface, the front surface and back surface, corners, edges, so edges of the card, how the shape they're in, and corners, surface, edges, centering. And so I'm not going to bother looking at the surface because I can't tell if there's anything bad, but usually with the blue it's easy to tell if there is some sort of issue with whitening. Uh-oh. Did it just come off? It did, okay. Yeah, so it looks like the card itself is not in the best shape, centering wise, but I have to admit everything else looks pretty good. If the surface is bad, then the surface is bad. There's not much I can do about that. It is the way I got it. It's still there. So that's the first card. I'm going to guess, might as well guess, I'm going to guess a 9 or an 8.5. 8.5 or 9 for that card. I don't know how CGC grades their cards, because that's what I'm going to. I'm going to CGC. I'm not going to Beckett. I'm not going to PSA, because they're way too expensive. And I don't know. They're just more complicated and more expensive than CGC. Alright, the next card is my Zacian V card. Galarian Meowth, Sizzlipede, Wooloo, Grookey, Reverse Holo Roselia, and... No. Oh! The gold is... It's the gold one! Oh! It's the gold station! So we're going to look at the edges, the centering here. Centering looks like a little bit thicker up top than the right. It's kind of hard to tell on that corner. So we're just going to go... Yeah, and it's a little bit more on this side than the bottom. So the bottom is the part that is going to get us for centering. Like I said, you can't really tell with these cards. Alright. it's hard to tell with these cards. So yeah, so the centering is still kind of messed up here. You can tell it's thick on the bottom here. And let's see if there's anything in the corners. Don't see anything there. Don't see any whitening there. Don't see any whitening there. Don't really see any whitening there either. So there is a bit of a mark right there. You can see that. I can't tell if that's on the surface or if that's well, that's unfortunate. So because of the centering and because of the card itself having that little mark on it, I'm gonna say it's a B. It's gonna be a 9. So that's my guess. This card is worth about 50, but when it's not graded, it's about worth 50. So I don't know what it's going to be when it's graded, but we're not worried about that right now. Next is my Fairy Energy, Alolan Rattata, Charmander, Pansear, Pikachu, Reverse Hollow Gloom. Is that a Golden Energy? Okay, here we go. So let's look at the Fairy. Now, we already know there is a lot wrong with this card. The whole, the whole issue with this card was what we got it in, the condition we got it in. So centering, you can't really tell. Oh, speck. That doesn't look like it's coming off. Nope. So we even got surface issues. Centering doesn't look all that bad. I can't really tell with these cards. Looks like it's a little bit more left than right than left. But the biggest issue, and you'll see it here, is the edges are just in the worst shape. Yeah, it's just in rough shape, the edges. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. So, I don't know what grade this is going to get. I'm going to guess a 7. Because it's just in really bad shape. It really is. But I will be selling that card someday. Someone might want it. I assume because Fairy Energies don't really exist anymore that they'll be worth more. Or worth more now than they will later on. So we'll see. Alright, so the next card that I'm going to be sending to get graded is my Pikachu V card. Now, you guys remember when I pulled this? It was around the time when my father had COVID, and I wasn't able to edit any videos, and I was just doing individual openings to see how just to stay relevant, basically. And centering looks really good on this card. It doesn't look bad at all. And that's something for Vivid Voltage, because Vivid Voltage is famous for having really bad centering jobs. This doesn't look that bad at all. Let's look at the back. It might be a little bit heavy on the right side as compared to the left, but it's not bad at all. I wouldn't be surprised if I got a 9.5. When it comes to the surface, there's no way for me to tell. There's just no way for me to tell. But for the corners, I don't see any whitening. I see some specks of dust, which they get on the card, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing any whitening on any of the corners, so that's a good sign. This card's actually in really good condition for a Vivid Voltage card, so I'm going to guess a 9.5 for this card. Value for this card is around $60 right now for this card. Alright, and the last card I'm going to get graded is the Pikachu Rainbow Secret Rare or Ultra Rare VMAX. Now, first of all, you can already tell that that's off. right? That's off. We can tell that. It's thicker here than it is. It's thicker here than it is here. Thicker on the bottom than it is on the left. So it's probably like that all the way up. It's hard to tell for anything else, but we can check the back. Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, so it's thicker on the bottom than it is on the side, and it's the same up here. So, centering wise, this is not the best centered card I've ever seen. This card, by itself right now, is probably worth about $300. It's one of the most sought after cards in the collection of Vivid Voltage, actually in all of Sword and Shield, I think. The corners look fine. I don't see any whitening. Yeah, I don't see much whitening, if any at all. So I'm going to say this one's either going to get a 9 or a 9.5 for the VMAX Rainbow Rare Pikachu. And those are the 5 cards I'm going to be sending to get graded. And I'm excited that I'm getting these 5 cards graded. I can't wait to see what happens when I get them back. But I am excited. So if you guys just please leave a comment. What do you think each one of these cards is going to get for a grade? Now, don't forget, it's CGC. It's not Beckett, and it's not PSA. So, what grade do you think each individual card is going to get? I know which one's going to get the worst grade, the Fairy Energy, and that will be for sale when it comes back. I will be putting it on eBay, and I will be linking in the description when it comes in, so you guys can see how much it's going to be for eBay. I'll do some research to try to figure out a good, decent price for it. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Again, those comments, let me know what you think those are going to be great at. I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know when these are going to come back, but when they do, you'll be the first to know. Bye-bye now.